welcome back to Women's Football Talk, the YouTube channel that brings you all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. And it's been a busy few days here in the world of women's football. We'll start off with a bit of transfer news. According to reports from Marta Carreras, Manchester City are in advanced talks to sign Vicky Losada from Barcelona. Obviously, Losada has played over here before, playing for Arsenal. According to Mundo Deportivo, Manchester United are to try and negotiate a deal which would see the Red Devils sign Asiat Oshoala from Barcelona as well. So that could be two players leaving Barcelona and heading for the WSL. And a third player seemed to be heading back to England from Spain is Tony Dorgan, and that is according to Katie Wyatt of The Athletic. Everton are close to a deal to sign Tony Dorgan from Atletico Madrid. So pay attention to these deals over the next few days, see if any of them do pick up, and make sure you're following us on social media so you don't miss out on any of the news. Elsewhere, Hege Riise has announced a 19-player squad for the upcoming training camp in June. The majority of it is obviously the players that have been called up for the Olympics, as well as Hannah Hampton and Carly Telford as well, so everyone else is a part of that squad. Right, elsewhere we've had the PFA have announced the nominations for the Young Player and the Player of the Year. The Young Player nominees are Lauren Hemp of Manchester City, Lauren James of Manchester United, Ella Toone of Manchester United, Ebony Salmon of Bristol City, Niamh Charles of Chelsea, and Ellie Roebuck of Manchester City. And then the Player of the Year nominations are Anne-Katrin Berger, Fran Kirby and Sam Kerr of Chelsea, Samantha Mewis, Lauren Hemp and Chloe Kelly of Manchester City. So this is awards that players can pick out who they want to be as the Player of the Year. So it's going to be very interesting to see who does win that award. Elsewhere, the FA Women's Championship have announced that it will be expanded to 12 teams next season. So the teams that were successful in their bids to get promoted were Watford and Sunderland. So they will be joining the Championship for next season. So it's now the main league and the second league in England are two divisions. Right, into some talking points of this week. Barcelona have lost their first game of the season. They did so on Tuesday, losing 4-3 to Atletico Madrid. Amanda Sampredo and Denia Castellanos both scored a goal each for Atletico, whilst Emeline Laurent scored a brace for Atletico, whilst Bruna Villamila Costa, Asiat Oshoala and Marta Torrejon scored for Barcelona. So that it ends their long run of games without a defeat, and the first defeat in all competitions second defeat in all competitions, I believe, but first in the league. We do have a full schedule of fixtures to look forward to over in Spain this week. And on Saturday you got Deportivo versus Granadilla Tenerife, Atletico Madrid Espanyol, Sevilla Real Betis, and on Sunday Real Madrid versus Sociedad, Levante Athletic Club, Rayo Vallecano Santa Teresa, Barcelona Madrid CFF, Logrona versus Eibar, and Valencia versus Sporting Huelva. Over in France this week, it is the final weekend of fixtures, with obviously the big games tonight as PSG take on Dijon and Lyon take on Fleury 91. Both kick-off time is 8:15 UK time, so that'll be 9:15 European time. So if PSG win, they will win the title, obviously. But if they slip up and lose, then Lyon will be there for taking the title. Elsewhere, on Saturday, the remaining four fixtures will be played as Guingamp play Bordeaux, Paris FC play Montpellier, ICFF play Stade Rennes, and Soyo Charente take on Le Havre. And finally, it is the final weekend of action in the Bundesliga in Germany as well. All games will take place on Sunday. Turbine Potsdam will take on SGS Essen, Sand versus Bayer Leverkusen, Freiburg versus Meppen, and Duisburg versus Hoffenheim. However, all eyes will be on Wolfsburg as they play Werder Bremen and Bayern Munich as they host Frankfurt, because it is the challenge for the title, with only 2 points separating Bayern Munich and Wolfsburg, with Bayern Munich having the upper hand. So both games kick off at 1 o'clock UK time on Sunday and at 2 o'clock Central European time as well on Sunday. So make sure you find out where you can watch all these games. It's going to be a cracking weekend with two titles on the line, obviously tonight in Ligue 1 and then this coming Sunday over in Germany. So it's going to be an absolute cracker of a weekend's worth of football. Until then, we'll make back at the start of next week to round up any more talking points from around the world of women's football and the results from the final weekend over in France and Germany, and the last bit of action in Spain as well. So make sure you like, comment and subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a post. Follow us on Instagram, which is at Women's Football Talk, and follow us on Twitter as well. And until next week, we'll see you soon. Goodbye.